from Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180, 36. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Trubisky's
that catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
It's fielded at the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Davidson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Number 30.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll try the left side. Davidson, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
For the running back.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
Hakeem Butler.
Touchdown.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up second and
the numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 11 carries, 71 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Drop deep, drop deep. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. The 20. Open man completes it to Butler. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hakeem Butler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting into shreds.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Cowboys 14, Bears 7.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's taken down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
7-yard line.
Watch 36. 36.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Again, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Trubisky
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
What we got? 5:36.
Trubisky to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Montgomery stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Trubisky's pass.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Watch 36.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Davidson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Davidson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Bears' 23-yard line.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Bears 21.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get off the field. Mike 36. Mike 36. Target.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trubisky's pass.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Ricky. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Come up the ball hard.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
Back at the 19-yard line.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Right here.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Can't do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. 58, boy, 58, Mike.
Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Cowboy 1st down.
Rush in. He's coming. Double up. Going. Check 26. Shift. Go. Get out there. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Mike 28. Let's go, tight end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Defense.
What was that, man?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Number 32, David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Alert. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trubisky sacked.
Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, 51 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Mike 28.
first down. Prescott. That's complete to Butler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
To CD Lamb.
A big play here for Dallas.
A gain of
45 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. From the 27, Trubisky, flush to his right. He'll run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 57. Mike, 57.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Rolling to hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. Fights off the defender. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trubisky will throw. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
And again, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Prescott yet again. And that is caught Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to number 17,
DJ Chark. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
The previous play is under review. And a play.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The conversion is no good.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. This is great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
On the return.
You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week
he's into the clear. The 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They can't hang with that. Alert, 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 alert.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 12, 2:19 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Here we go, D. All day defense, all day.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
It's a gain of 63
Clock
yards.
management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
It makes the score Bears 48.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play it for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation.
Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got some space here. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a field goal. 1:52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Back to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Allen Robinson.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Big long game for you. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 36.
Trubisky to throw.
Pick your game up.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Watch 36. 36 now.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Number 32, David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.